Additional period of 6 months may be allowed by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, to assessing officer, transfer pricing officer. If AO or TPO apply, that order could not be given effect within 3 months. Additional period 6 months may be allowed by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, to assessing officer, transfer pricing officer. If assessing officer, transfer pricing officer apply, that order could not be given effect within 3 months. If assessing officer, transfer pricing officer requires verification of any issue by way of submission of any document by the SSE or any other person where an opportunity of being heard is to be provided to the SSE, time limit is to be given within 12 months. 12 months 12 months as provided in section 153 subsection 3, where the transfer pricing officer gives effect to an order or direction under section 263 by an order under section 92 CA, and forward such order to the assessing officer. Assessing officer shall proceed to modify the order assessment in conformity with such order of the transfer pricing officer within 12 months. Within 2 months. Within 2 months from the end of the month in which such order of the transfer pricing officer is received by him. Section 153 5A. Section 153 subsection 6 clause 1, where assessment reassessment made in consequence of or to give effect to any finding or direction in any order under section 250 or 254, 260, 262, 263, 264, or order of any court, refer section 150. 12 months from the end of the month in which the order is received or passed by the Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. Section 153 subsection 6 clause 2, where assessment made on partner due to assessment made on firm under section 147. Such case also 12 months from the end of the month in which the assessment order in case of firm was passed. For the purpose of section 153, the following time period shall be excluded or extended. Contrast is a particular form. Contravention of the provisions of section 10 subsection 21, 22B, 23A, 23B. From the date on which the assessing officer informed to the government or prescribed authority till the date on which the government notification received by the assessing officer withdrawing the approval. Directions to get accounts audited or inventory valued under section 142(2)(a) from date on which the assessing officer directs till last date on which SSE required to file report or date on which order set aside such directions was received by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, if direction challenged by the SSE in court. Reference made to valuation officer under section 142A from date on which the assessing officer makes reference. Date on which report received by the assessing officer. Declaration filed by SSE under section 158 cap A, avoiding repetitive appeals. Date on which assessing officer has received declaration. Date on which assessing officer or ITAT passed order of accept or reject declaration. However, such period cannot exceed 60 days. Okay. declaration filed by the SSE under section 158 cap A, avoiding the repetitive appeals, date on which the assessing officer has received declaration, date on which the assessing officer ITAT passed order of accept or reject declaration. However, such period cannot exceed 60 days. Application made to BAR, Board of Authority of BAR means application made to Board of Authority of Advanced Ruling. Date on which the application was made till the date on which the order of rejection received by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, or date on which advance ruling pronounced is received. Date on which advance ruling is pronounced is received by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax. With reference to exchange of information under section 1990A, date on which reference made, date on which information is received by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, or 1 year which is less. Date on which information is received by Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, or 1 year whichever is less. Assessing officer made reference to Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax in case of specified violations by trust or institution under Section 12A, under Section 12AB subsection 4, date on which AO makes reference to the Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax. Date on which copy of the order, Commissioner of Income Tax, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, under Section 12AB subsection 4, received by the assessing officer. Period for which, period for which assessment proceedings is stayed by any court. time lost time lost in giving opportunity to be reheard under section 129 after exclusion of above time limit, the period referred to under section 153 subsection 1 class 2 and 3 available to the assessing officer is less than 60 days. Such a remaining period will be extended by 60 days. After After exclusion of above time limit, the period referred to under section 153(1), class 2, class 3, 153(1) or 153(2) or 153(3), available to the assessing officer is less than 60 days. Less than 60 days. Such a remaining period shall extend it to 60 days. Now, I am going to start special procedure for assessment in such cases. Otherwise, I'll do this is a different video because it is very important topic in the present scenario. Thank you, and all.